Welcome to the third episode of Hypermaxing Hypixel Skyblock Standard. This series received a massive support, so I will keep going. I've been grinding over 10 hours a day every day, so a lot of progress has been made. I got boron spores, overgrown grass, massive amount of various upgrades, another maxed out minion and many more in just a few days. I am currently level 187, that's 3 more levels since the last episode. I go over the progress spreadsheet at the end of the video. We have quite a few things to check. In reality, I earned 2 levels and got 1 for free from the latest update. As far as I know, unique gold medals now give 10 XP per one. That's exactly 100 XP. The whole update was pretty positive, but the new rank colors suck. We even got a small standard update. People without a rank now can unlock carpentry on standard. I will talk about progress further in the video, but first I have an interesting topic to talk about: the standard endgame minion setup. A lot of people are confused about how exactly this minion works and if it is worth it. I am currently close to having the perfect endgame setup. I just need more enchanted hoppers so I don't lose coins, and a few more flycatchers. I am of course talking about the ZEALOT minions. You can get them only on standard by putting the summoning eye in the upgrade slot. It makes the minion 2 times slower, but in return it spawns zealots. And these zealots can spawn with a chest just like normal zealots. It means that you can get crystal fragments, and that enables you to use hypercutters on those minions, and make them produce extra hypers for other minions. It's the most efficient way to do the minion grind, and standard is heavily dependent on minions. For the best results you usually use a combo of 2 minion upgrades, super compactor and a flycatcher. But in Zealot minions case, one slot must be taken by the summoning eye. You actually can use flycatchers in Zealot minions with a simple trick. You can put down a Zealot minion with the eye and super compactor, then once the minion generates some crystals, you can swap the compactor for the flycatcher. Minion will keep generating crystal until it hits 64. You can also wait for it to generate obsidian, so it produces both. Zealot minions aren't that great at grinding obsidian, but you want them to run for a very long time. So in the long run I will get obsidian for Void Link 11 and other things. Zealot minion is also one of the best money making minions. But you also have to spend all these coins on booster cookies. From experience I can say that Zealot minions are able to pay enough to convert all the catalysts to hypers. It is pretty much the best minion. But why most of the players don't use it that often? Well, it comes with a huge downside. It produces crystals and other stuff only when your island is loaded. That means that either you have to be on your island 24/7 or someone else has to. That's why you see my old AFKing almost 24/7 on my island while I am on garden or offline. Also, currently this minion has a big barrier of entry. You can only get eyes from the tier 2 or higher volume Xusae. That is because naturally spawning zealots can summon a special zealot. It is not intended and should get fixed someday. Besides that, once Mithril gets added to standard, we will be able to use the Mithril infusion on them. That will boost them even further. Now let's talk about my garden progress. I've been spending a lot of time on farming. My plan for now is to just keep upgrading my farming setup, and then gain a lot of money mostly as a part of Blaze Terror preparations. Speaking of Blaze Terror, Loiza has recently beaten a tier 4 Blaze, but it wasn't done in a sustainable way because he had to use 23 saving graces, and we don't really have access to so many apples to keep crafting them. But I'm sure he will figure out a consistent way at some point. And then once I am prepared enough I will go for Blaze 9. But first I have to get to Garden 15. And then I will have to rebuild my whole farm properly because it's not really good right now. I am currently level 14, I leveled up twice since the last episode and I should be level 15 by the time the next episode comes out. In the last episode I said that I won't go for more composter upgrades. Well, I lied. I upgraded the speed and double output even further. Other upgrades aren't really that important for now. My speed is now at tier 15 and the double output chance at 11. Upgrading further is too expensive and it won't really help me that much. I'll get it someday for Skyblock XP. I want to unlock all the plots on the right side before rebuilding my farm. I need a ton of compost for that. I bought 2 plots. Only one to go, but it is the most expensive one so far. Besides composter upgrades, I bought all the dedication books I needed for every tool. I also got the last turbo books for melon and pumpkin dicers. I got them along with the last Anitas upgrade, so I am completely done with all the contests. My farming tools are almost maxed out completely at this point. I am still missing the upgrade to the wheat hoe and I need 100 million counters for cultivating 10 everywhere. I am done with farming mushrooms, at least for now. I did 3 more brewing spores that have a chance of 1 in 250,000 to drop when breaking mushrooms. I also got lucky again and got the second evergreen grass. 2 more to go. Another thing I am done with is carpentry. I keep crafting manually until 50 million overflow XP just in case level 60 comes out. I am currently skill average 53.7. That leaves mining as the last skill. That is gonna take some time, but I have a plan for it. I got 1 level of mining recently from ZEALOTS, so I am at 53 currently. Apparently the new best crop for money is pumpkin, at least on standard mode. They also buffed to pumpkin and melon dice at 3.0. It now gives way more crops from energy drops. I still don't know if I want to use my dedication for bulk on it. On top of all of that, I crafted a crappy talisman and upgraded it all the way to fermento. That's a huge upgrade of 30 farming fortune. I also got +4 farming fortune from Elizabeth, claimed my GF from Cat, claimed 2 cakes from the baker, and upgraded my red sun minion all the way to tier 11. So now I am missing only 17 unique minion crafts. In preparation for the Blaze Slayer, I have built this mycelium farm. I have to gain like 20,000 enchanted mycelium for molten powder. I don't want to go into Blaze unprepared. It would just be a waste of time. Let's go over the spreadsheet. To sum everything up, I got maxed out carpentry, maxed out red sand minion, another level in red sand collection, the legendary GF upgrade, but it's not level 100 yet, the crappy talisman with all the upgrades up to fermenter artifact, and a lot of things in garden, 2 levels of garden, 2 plots, the last Anita's upgrade, most of the level 7 crow upgrades, 2 visitor milestones, carrots and melon to milestone 25, composted speed to level 16, and multi-crop upgrade to level 6. My social level went up to 19. Big thanks to everyone who is hanging out on my island. It really helps. I also read all the comments, thanks for the tips and positive feedback. I've seen someone suggest a mod for better farming experience. I tested it after all the recording for this episode. I'll be using it in the next one. Thanks for all the support for the channel. It definitely pushes me forward. The next mayor is gonna be Marina, so I'll be fishing a lot during this. My garden progress will be halted. I was also thinking about starting the Hypermaxing Hypixel Skyblock Ironman series, but that has to wait until I get far enough on standard, at least level 200. It could be really fun to do the Ironman from zero. I already played a bit of Ironman and I still have my old profile. But if I were to play Ironman again, I would rather start a new profile. I would definitely try to speedrun and catch up with the top players as soon as possible. But it would for sure take over a year of hard grind to get somewhere high on the leaderboards. Let me know what you think. Also, if you want me to talk about something related to standard, like I talk about Zealot minions in this episode, let me know in the comments. As I mentioned earlier, I will be streaming on my Discord server. I don't want to do this on YouTube because it is way more effort and the stream content is pretty terrible. I may stream things like Blaze Slayer on YouTube in the future, but for now just Discord. Subscribe to not miss out, and see ya in the next one.